Hello and welcome. Right, we are back on Riverbend Springs. Yeah, and we're a million better off than we were. Well, not a million. We were 300 odd thousand and we're now a million. So it really is time. I think December, January, the best times ever to buy fields, because most of the time, the fields haven't got anything unless you've got canola or barley, or which of course field 7 actually does have. So I think the first field we're going to buy is 8, which is how much? 184,000. That's not too bad, really. We will definitely buy that. It makes sense to buy field 7 because it's right next door to us. Even though technically it's not really what we wanted, but it's not a bad crop to have. We've actually got sunflowers. We could go oils then, couldn't we, I suppose, if we're doing something like that. But if we're going to do this now, I think 9 needs to become the actual farmyard, because we're struggling. We've not got any sheds or anything like that. Now, this all becomes ours now, so I would imagine that would mean... Do we buy one more? Do we buy field 6 as well? And I'm thinking more about the farm equipment and things like that. That's what I'm thinking. Someone's not shut the door for this. Now, I would imagine if it's like it used to be, that your stuff goes back in there when you've... Yeah, it does. I do like that. I really love this. Oh, okay. Yeah, got to be in the right place. So our little trees are planted, which we should see. I am not sure which ones these are, but again, it'll be a nice surprise, hopefully, that they're going to grow. So we shall see a bit of that, hopefully. I don't think we've got the tree growth manager, have we, that we used to have before. So, swazzers. Need to, put... So this is going to be the farmyard. It is, completely. Yeah, do we... We might actually just... It's true, plough all this up. Like that, and move everything out of the way. I don't think I've ever done that, but if we're going to make this the farmyard, why not? Let's actually... Did I? No, I didn't. Let's just move this out of the way a little. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, so it sort of shows us the edge of our land as well. I have... Yeah, oh, that's true. I never thought of that. I'm a little bit close to that, to our place here. Just a little. Right, so yeah, we want to... That is the point. Can we now... I think we can probably hide this, even if nothing else, because it is not really a terribly good thing, but it was not ours, was it? So can we sell it now? That it's on both? We can. Yes, it is a simple shed. I concur completely. Right, we're trying to make a bit of room. So that's going to be good. Now we will be able to also buy that on down there. Yeah, now that we own all 3 fields. No, we don't, do we? We didn't buy that one. No. 6 we don't. So now all of this we do. Let's have a look. And half of that headland right up to the bit right near to the river. And an awful lot, again, with massive trees all the way along there. Let's have a quick look at field 7. I mean, it's a lot bigger. A lot bigger than... well, how are we looking? We have... Soil, no data. Oh, yes, I put precision farming on. Now, the one thing that I've obviously got to do a little bit different is precision farming is relying on the data. Now, we could buy the data, but what I mean is you've got to buy a scanner. I'm going to take the scanner out of the normal, you need to, find that in... Yeah, and I've got AccuMobiles in, because it is brilliant. This is going to be the exception due to the nature of precision farming. Now, it's in... Yeah, I do remember. It's coming back to me now. Yeah, I haven't had it for a while. It is in miscellaneous. It is. Yeah, so We need to grab this, and we will allow this so that we're allowed to buy this straight away outright, rather than... I'm going to go for what I always used to. Do we change the tradition and go for this slightly bigger one, really? It's a bit cheeky, but I'm all for a bit of cheek. Got to be cheeky about something. Is that all we can change? No, you can change the front guard as well. Yeah. Just the blue you can't. I might make mine again. Yeah, I think I deleted it as well. So yeah, we're going to buy that. Yes, and we'll allow that. Fantastic. Do we need anything else? No. Now we need to scan this field. So actually, that little tractor with its narrows is actually going to be very useful, because that field is otherwise going to get like crushed. So we need... You will do nicely. And we do really need this, so let's grab this too. It's not pulling it very well. Oh, I've still got the AMD drivers on, haven't I? We could... No, we don't need it yet. No, I think we probably need the scanner. That was the entire reason for us being, like, doing this. Yeah. I'm back on now, because I was so sort of tired. When you're really tired, yeah, I just couldn't settle very well. So this is one thing that's not actually damaged. Now, obviously, boxes, we did always say... Did I actually? I think I did, yeah. Yeah, no, we did the selling. That's the one thing we did do. Yeah, it's not really liking this very much. Let's just let it go and then grab it back. Because that does seem to, like, work a lot of the time. I think it's probably because it's just heavy. It could well be. Yeah, it is. It's like it's pulling something really heavy. I swear the steering's got worse. It's really... It could be just that I'm tired. It could be. Yeah, I do love seeing that barge go by. I do. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm not sure about Field 10, whether to include that, but it's... The sort of sets we've got over here, it does sort of match this one as well on the left, that we could come up that little ramp and then turn straight right. It's not a bad idea. But I'm just thinking more, I'd like to keep quite a bit of cash, because I'm thinking animals as well. I'd like to start the animals soon. Right, so then we now have our water tanker back with our other one as well. I'm not forgetting the fact we've bought another one. We will definitely need two. This one will be... I've got a monster as well. Is that sort of showing? Yeah, not yeah, because I had to, yeah, I had one that did break. It is a wide known fact that in modding circles that actually some i3Ds, they do just break, and you can do what you like and it won't actually sort of fix it. No matter what you do, it will not work at all. So this is the biggie. Yeah, so, nah, right, okay, I need to do, and I know what causes that dragging it around like that. Yeah, I do. So I can fix that. But it's mainly showing. Well, no, there's a point, actually. It is the... the medium, don't I? Which is the medium. And that's back where it should be in the... Yeah, in the store. I did a new way of centering and told it to center on my new thing. Only on that one. We looked at that one. Now I need the small. Now that isn't. So you see, that it did work. Yeah, it did. I need to do a center. I need to be starting to do this in all my models now, because it actually did work, which is brilliant. Right, so then we do need... Let's drop that down for the little John Deere. Well, it's not. Yeah, it's not a little really. It's just the John Deere. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not a big John Deere, but it's certainly not a little one either. There are little ones in the game, and they're a really good little one as well. Right. So then. So this is now out of bounds. Do we just sow a grass field? I'm wondering. Right, let's grab this beautiful thing and see, has precision farming now been improved? And does it actually work, or is it still vile? Right, we need to do that trick, don't we, like that, so you can actually see whereabouts you're doing. It's not the really big one, but it is certainly big enough. So with this is now no longer a field, so we really need to like try to, it doesn't matter if we go on the field, but I suppose if we can get 9 as well, it's not a bad idea. But 7. No, we could get that. We should be able to be alright. Don't matter if we get all the 9, really. It's not important. So we've got the tram line thing is back straight away, which is... No, I've not forgotten. Alright, let's have a look. Scan number 8. Now then, we could sort of, if we're not very close to anything else, are we? The main farmyard is only a stone throw away. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking of buying the farmyard. How much is it, actually, just out of interest? 1. It's not terribly bad, is it, really? And it would be then centre of this lot. I wasn't thinking of doing it, but those 3 fields, it would sort of, it's true, it would be nice. We could tear it to pieces a little, just because I'd like to put, you know, like to put your own stamp on it a little. And I may well put the same building back, because I like it, and I've got one myself. So we probably would do that too. But it's not a bad idea. Can we, are we going to do it now then? And then 9 still is a field. Okay. It's not a bad idea, is it? So let's just get 8 in. So really, we just want 8 in, because we're not going to get anything else along with that, are we? We want to put that back to normal. So I've got to get used to looking at me like thing again. So we've got 3 fields, and if we're going to do that, if we are going to buy that, then I think we'll make this session more about that. So this has got nothing. That has got canola, which we ought to be thinking about sending somebody. This, yeah, no, this, it makes sense. This has got narrows. No one else has got narrows yet. So we don't need this very often, but we'll stick this here. So really then we've moved that shed, and now we probably could have this as our, I don't know. Yeah, it's true. I'm not sure now. Alright, so we need, well now we should be able to like see that this needs, now the bad thing is of course, oh, pH value is good. Now that's not bad. Yeah, I was about to say, but so nitrogen. Let's get this fertilized with our, yeah, we need some front boxes, but we don't really need it right now. No, but we can grab them. Yes, I do plan on completely changing the boxes so that they are mine and not Giants. I mean, they are mine now anyway, but what I mean is, oh, what does that, does it look alright, the water point sign? Can you actually read it? Yeah, you can actually. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm quite pleased. It worked. Almost. No, better than I thought in a way. Yeah. Now, this still has a fault, which I'm going to look at and see why it moans about incorrect position, but we're going to lower it for now. It's not been on, and see if a worker will actually scan this field like that. We don't lime yet. We actually, strangely enough, we were lucky that the liming is good. So let's send a traditional worker, or see if we can send one. We can. Now later on in the same session, it'll like all of a sudden say, no, it's incorrectly positioned. But we can see that actually that's a load of rubbish. It's not incorrectly positioned at all. So if that is the case, then let's buy one. So in time, we'll buy 3, 4, and 5. But for now, we've got 7, 8, and 9. And I think we will buy. Yes. Right, brilliant. So we want to visit. So although I wasn't planning on this, it's, yeah. So we need to, yeah, because I'm planning on, well, why don't we just transfer the cows rather than get rid of them? That's not a bad idea, is it? We only need a small... Right, let's make the changes, because I do intend of like, sort of having almost the same ones back. I'm not a massive fan for object storage. Yeah, just I'd like to make this our own as well. Yeah, so that's gone. This is gone, but it's coming back in another form. Yep. So that's sort of going to pay for, you know, like what we're going to do now. We'll keep the fuel tank. And we're keeping the house as well. Little shed there. I don't think you could sell it if I remember right. But then again, giants have had a while to do things. So let's... Yeah, I just want to like... Because I want to really make this completely different to what it was before. So if that's a small garden shed, I wouldn't like to see a big one. No, the house can stay because it is beautiful. I do love it. Now then, so... You know, the beehives, we are... Now, we also want to get rid of that. Do you think you have to be enter demolition mode with B and then remove? There you go. Yeah. Fantastic. And we do want to get rid of these because we're going to go bigger. Yeah, so we're not being nasty. We're like moving the bees into new houses. We're not actually, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Smashing and yes. And I think were there more than this? I don't know what that is. Do you want to sell grain bin? Yep. And a little tiny... It's worth quite a lot, isn't it? I think we are going to buy a... No, we've got one already, haven't we? We'll keep it as well. It's only small. It just... You can never get proper value for things. Now we're going to swap this for one of our own proper production silos, and also probably more deliberately. Now there's a lot of trees on this that we can that I did a long time ago wish to get rid of, but of course it was when there wasn't a Rawley Christie. Yeah, we don't sell a guard shed. Yeah, we do. So I think we'll leave that solar collector as well. Won't bring in a lot. So this is our domain. So we need to really, if we're going to do this, yeah, we do. Because we've got, what is that? It's just a red fence. So it's not, oh, it's not glowing red or anything. Yeah, so we do need to take some of these trees down to make use, and we will grab some more trees later on, but we do need to lease something for the animals. But we're going to need to get the trees gone first, really, to prep this to make it our home. Yeah, we've got, of course, we've got the Royal Christie already. We did actually buy it. Trey's busy, so let's grab. No, you're the mover. I don't think we've got anybody else. Got the silver down there, haven't we? Yes, that's true. Where is me trailer? No, we bought the baler down. That was what we did. So, yeah, with that in mind then. So what all do we need? We need Rawley Christie's. So we could sort of put the... It's got strap support on this, so we could grab that. I think it's just past here. It is here somewhere. It's hiding, I'm sure. No, it's not. I know we bought one. Okay, well that's... Haven't we took it down already? I don't think we have. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it's probably hiding in that lot over there that you can't sort of see. Could well be like tucked in at the side. Here. Really? There's lots of little items here. But actually, strangely enough, it's not. Alright, well that's intriguing. We definitely had one, so why would it disappear? It's on the front of the tractor, I remember it. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, so let's take something that we do need. Right, let's take a baler. Yeah, let's take the baler. We may as well. It's got a bit of a wide turning circle. It can't have everything. It's a very nice bit of kit. So then... Alright, smashing. Let's get this repaired. Yeah, so it's strange, but although I had a lot of issues with the... Ooh, okay. No, that was new. Although I had a lot of issues with the tanker, I'm glad that I did now. I wasn't at the time. It was horrible. But I've got to be honest, it was a real learning curve. I mean, it's a very steep one where I learnt a lot. And so I'm really quite grateful for the fact that it did go wrong and that issues happened, all due to the fact that the first bit of the model was not centered. It wasn't zeroed out, which will mean nothing to anybody unless you're a modder, but a modder would know what I meant, which then meant everything that went into the main body was broken. And of course it then meant I'd got to fix everything. Right, so yeah, it should be on the other. So we need to grab the trees. We'll leave some... no, we will in time. I don't know, because, yeah, it's true. It's going to be hard to actually do that everywhere. Let's just grab the tractor, though. And let's grab the random, which we were doing the very first thing that we actually did when we came in. And then I, for some reason, just left it there. Yeah, I did. 368,000 litres of this. So let's stick this in here. No, you can't stick it in there. Yeah, we need to move that out the way. Now, we were talking about, it's true, a bit of extra cash. How much have we got ready for now? It should be at a good price still, so again, I'm not going to rush everything. Yeah, it's true. Still, yeah, no, it's ready. We just like sell it, because obviously now that we bought the farmyard, we really could do with as much as money as possible again. Right, so we want that one up there. We may move that now that we've moved to the farmyard. Yeah, we might. Although it does sort of make a bit of sense that it's there. So no, we'll leave it where it is. Yeah, we're just going to have to go and go to it when we need to like do things. Right, so then let's grab these, sell these, and then we're going to prep the new farmyard, and we're keeping this as a field. So we will extend it a little, being as we've painstakingly no, it's right next to it. We do need to be careful. How are we doing on the fertilising? We are done, I would imagine. Let's have a look, shall we? And also, let's have a look at the precision farming data. Because, yeah, so... Oh, we missed a little bit on field 9, so we'll have to do that. And a tiny bit on the corners of 7, which I'm not worried about because we'll probably... You know, it is a good idea on FS25 to have round corners anyway. So really, that's a little bit too big as a round corner. So we won't round that one. So none of them are particularly beautiful. 57, 57, 50. Right, okay. What is 8 looking like as well on the fertilizing stakes? So nitrogen is zilcherunius. Well, there's nothing in it, so you'd expect it to be like that, really, wouldn't you? Am I forgetting everything I used to know? Seemingly. pH, it did say, oh, it said it was good. That looks okay to me. Right, okay. Yeah, okay, exactly that. Right, let's move you out of the road. But we'll leave the edges of the field for now, though, because it's got crop in it, so we're not going to... So, ooh, it did actually use quite a lot of... It did, actually. Oh, it's damaged as well. Yes, I'm waiting with bated breath, because this is actually a new model completely. Yeah, it did have a bit of beveling, and I just wanted a simple shape. So, yeah, it is now a simple shape. Right, so that's done. I don't think there's any weeds. No, pH value okay, it's true. Right, okay, so that's done. We've been down the farm. We've now need to do our... Yeah, we need to do the chopping of the... And then we're going to move the animals. We will ask the store to do us a favour. Oh, no, we're forgetting about the selling already. We're already moving on past to all the grand designs. Let's get a bit of selling done first. It's not going to take as long. There's only about 5, 6, 7 like we had yesterday that are remnants. So let's just get these together. Yeah, we'll go old school. I usually do. Well, this causes less hassle in a way, though, because you don't get anything like pop in your way. Right, so we just grab the 2. Yeah, got to be careful, got to be dead centre, otherwise you're going to grab someone on the right or the left. Right, okay, let's get this done. Because every little bit helps as Tesco free. No, it's Tesco. It is Tesco. It is. Right, okay. Fantastic. Let's see if I'm a little... I shouldn't be much better. That's why I'm sort of up again. It's because I was painfully tired. And I couldn't settle again. I was sort of like half and half, not quite going to sleep. So... Oh, it's a bit... So I thought, just tie yourself out again and like properly. Right. So then, how many? Yeah, it's not going to be many. If we have to do like this 3 times, I'd be surprised. But we know it's just not a bad little earner. Even off that, we did 7 before, didn't we? And it was. Oh, okay, that didn't quite work as I planned, but probably not a bad idea to do that because you won't grab the other one. Well, that should be roughly okay. Oh, that scrunched a bit. So it might actually collapse. So with that in mind, let's go like a bit on that side. So if it falls on this side. And then hopefully stays on to... Oh, yeah, but then you're going to get... Needs to be centre, I think. Yeah, Oh, my life. Okay. You were right. It's just 7. Yeah, that's it. Jobs are good. 7. Which is 35,000 litres. Which is not bad. I do like this. I do. Alright, that's sort of alright. Oh, no, I thought I was dragging something then. I wasn't at all. It was a figment of my imagination. Not sure if that's actually on. Let's just get this sold, and then we're going to get a bit of chipping done again. Not because we want the chips, but we just want the trees moving out the way, because on the main farmyard there's a lot of trees that really take up an awful lot of your space. That's the only reason we're doing this, and we will replant some trees again. I think 56 or something like that. So yeah, we're about on par with what we've already done. So we are going to need some more. Yeah, you didn't do bad on that, because you've got your swing space as well, and you actually worked that out quite well. It's nice to be back here. Where it all began, where I started, and it was a mess, the map was back then, it really was. Yeah, fantastic. So, oh, we did get a bit of a reward as well. At least it wasn't a minus. So 100 odd grand. Not too shabby. Let's get this. Smashing. So let's begin the movement to our farm. We really only need, yeah, we're going to need the, so let's get the trees chipped, and we're going to leave a lot of them though, like these on the left hand side. I think I'm quite happy with 7 keeping all of the trees it's got. We might use that as the forest to like make it bigger. But this lot here is our space to like work with, so we need blank canvas is what I'm thinking. So, and then we've got the silo to put, but I think the silo, mind you, if we're going to be, yeah, if we're thinking of the future, dead centre is actually about here. Not far off where the silo was before, but this is sort of like in the middle, the epicenter of that, if this is our sort of group of fields, which I wouldn't mind that actually. Maybe 2 as well. It's a nice size field, but 7's as big actually, so maybe we do what we already do. And you can extend 5 a little. Yeah, it does have, you can't, oh, no, you can see there's one of these where you can actually click on it and it shows you the, yeah, like that. You can, but it does drop down, so you can only go to about here, I think. Yeah, otherwise it drops down heavily, and it's got buildings and all manner of things there. So yeah, right. Some of these trees are going to be resistive because they're big monsters. So then let's get this done. So I'm going to go into a time lapse that we're going to get this prepped, and we are soon going to move our animals into a bigger enclosure on the main farm. Yeah, we're going to do this, maybe all of that. I might block this road off and use this road and that road instead. Although that is the most convenient, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. All right, so you are what we want. And we do now need to drop that in. Oh, it's the random. Which way? It's this way. So we need to do this here and then do its tippy thing, which looks a bit odd because I like my grate, but this is not really, doesn't really look right. No, you were right. Is that you've got it? Oh, that is very slow. Is it supposed to be like? Oh, you're doing the wrong one. That's why. Not sure it's all going to fall in. I don't think there was enough room. Oh, it's not repaired either. We'll put a repair point down at the main yard, I think. I'm not sure it'll all go in, but I might be wrong. I think we'll go for a big... Ooh. Oh. Okay. We have the mover. We'll grab that off some other time. So it's still 93,000 litres. Right, so then, let us get cracking. I'm going to say my words. Let's get this canvas blanked, shall we? I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I think that's it. I'm happy with that. Well, we're leaving most of the big trees. I just sort of made peace with them and said that we'd just, we'll leave the ones that will be here for a while, and we'll work around them. We will. They're just too sort of like long and old and good sort of thing, resplendent trees that they just deserve not to be chopped down, the really big ones. So we're going to work around them, including inside the animal enclosure. At least I realise in real life you may do that, but in Farm Simulator, sometimes due to the way that the game is, you can't always do it, but we'll try. So next session we're going to get that. I'm not going to rush putting the... We also need to get a few... we're going to stick the silo down. Now that is not a bad idea, and I do think, strange enough, it's right where that tree is, of course, which is sort... Yeah, I did say, didn't I, that it was going to be on there. We could do it. It needs to... It does really need to be right where that one is. Maybe that one tree we're going to have down, because it's right where the silo is going to go, and I can't really work around it, so that's annoying. It is. I think it's going to be more than this is, typically, and we need the silo to stick this in, so do we force tip a bit? Yeah, just to sort of like go down to about 450, or... And then we'll pick... Oh, wrong way. I think that's got to be more than enough, but yeah, we'll grab it. I don't think we can do it. So the one where the silo's going is the only big tree we chop in, and that's because we've got no other choice, really. I mean, because it's where I'd like to get the silo to go, if you know what I mean. Not because... Can we stick in the mid? It'll look odd because how big the tree branches are. The in between those two sets of bars, there's so little room. It's the only reason I'm not determined to do this. Just yeah, I thought it was going to be a monster because it is. And I think that, again, is it. Yeah, I just wanted to get the bits, the loose bits done. Next session we'll get the basic farmyard, the red barn is going to be the core, my bigger red barn, the red barn that we've got with solar panels and with a. That's true. That comes with the silo. No, I still want the big silo as well. Oh, yeah, it's. Do we think that? Oh, I suppose we could do it in a different place. Could do it central. I suppose it would make sense that we don't do it quite as you would the original. I'm not sure. Well, we could. We'll see. We'll see if it looks silly or gonna be silly. And we also need, which we'll do now, ready for next session. Let's get a. It doesn't need to be a big one. An animal transport. I think the Noah will do nicely. I think it was 3, so I really don't think. 2, 2, and none. So yeah, no, it's Flegel. No, that's Flegel. Right, let's just get the animals in ready for next session, and let's reset that and grab that. We'll get some fuel in that, but I'm going to grab Happy Moles and stick it, or we might. Do we make? We've got some sunflowers. We could. We've got no grass though to make digestate, but we could allow the buying of. Yeah, we could. It's true. So then, we're going to go big. I'm not sure we can afford big at the minute. I'm not sure. Alright, so I think it's near the silver thing. I think. Or maybe it's not. Well, I think zone markers are probably in order, and then we'll definitely be alright, because that's the whole reason for them, really. Yeah, we're going to be really close, of course. It's just guaranteed. Yeah, we were as well. I knew it. I knew you're just not quite close enough. It's a little bit tight against the shed, though. Oh, you've not got that. Yeah, no, I have got that mod on. I've never taken it off, but it's the mod that tells you when you're over the thing is no longer working at the minute. A little bit like the... Okay. That's interesting. No, we have bought it. Or does this come with a field? No, I'm sure this came with the farmyard. I'm sure it did. Yeah, no, we definitely own the cows. If we look at our cows, it will say that we have got 2 cows, actually. 2 Anguses. Oh, no, I don't want Anguses. So, so we're going to sell them to market after all that. That's a bit disappointing. It is. Okay. Yeah, so let's... the Angus we've got... No. We want out. Not in. Yeah, now if you was milkers, we'd keep you. Yeah, we do. We don't really, but... Yeah, we've got no choice. So now we can wreck that. And make something bigger. We will indeed sell you. And next session, we're going to put something back in and we're going to have some milkers. Yeah, that's what we want. So let's send that back after all that. Wasting money. Well, we didn't realise, did we? I'd forgotten. I think I've only done that once a long, long time ago. So remembering that that they were that is not really that easy, truthfully. Right, so that's it. Blank canvas now then. So we will have a good look. Animals, definitely. Not sure if we're going to go big. I'd like to. And I'd like to incorporate the trees in that area. So let's just send the drones up. Yeah, I think... Let's have a look. Let's just gauge a little. Let's go see if we can do the biggie or whether we go for the my medium. So the biggie is expensive though. It is. I mean, well, it's not really, but... yeah, no, not really. There's not enough room there, so... Yeah, I think we'll do... It's still not a bad place to to do the little one. Do we stick this down as our... Oh. Oh, it's just the skirt over there, I think. Oh, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? We did get it like that. Yeah. That wasn't bad. That was not bad. Yes, that'll do. Yes, we do want to customize because we're trying to do something a bit special. Try and incorporate the... Now then, we do need to go... Yeah, for the... No, we need to go where the milk is. So we need to... Go like that. And then around the big tree. Oh, need to come out a fair road whack though. Even if it means otherwise it's pointless you going around the tree if there's no where you're going sort of thing. Right, so yeah, and right the way almost to the road. And then right the way along the frontage. And right, we need to be looking where our posty finishy thing is. Yeah, so across there. Now across here. Let's look angle, change your angle. Go to that corner bit there. And then we do indeed. Want a meadow. And then let's see how many animals are we allowed then. Let's just 139. Not bad. Not bad. So that's ready for next session. Brilliant. It would have been nice to have the Laylee, but you can't always have what you want, can you not? I mean, sometimes there's compromises required. At least we've got all those beautiful trees within the enclosure. We didn't rip them down or anything like that. So the cows have got some beautiful trees in their enclosure that at different times of the year are going to be gorgeous. Silos going down there. Let's do that as well. We are a bit in the way, though. Let's... I know what I'm trying to think. Okay, let's have a go then. Let's see if it will work or not. The red barn over here instead of like where you normally would have it. Let's see, can we do it? Or does it look silly, what we're trying to accomplish? Bearing in mind we've now got that there. I think it is, but let's have a go. It is a production now. And it's in the middle. About... If it will let me click it a little bit more. It doesn't look like what it is. It looks like a silo. Yeah, but it's what keeps throwing me out that I've not got it anymore, but I have. It's just looks like this. Yeah, I think it is one of those. Yeah, it's not at all what it says it is. I should do something about that. I don't think that's somehow going to go in the area that you wish, and if it did, it would like totally ruin it. So I think it's going to go where it's supposed to go. It's about it because it is a lot bigger than the real one. You know, the original. I just so let's do a different orientation. Let's do it like okay. If we're going to do that, let's do the silo down that end. Football's in the way, but it doesn't care. Yeah, the football's a strange object. Now then, let's look this side because we do need to... It's got to have enough room around it to make use of it, you know, as a shed. And it can't be too close to the trees or it... that one's okay, I think there. I don't think that's... We can always remove it. Obviously, that's the only bad thing about the game is you can't really... You can't see from all the way around until you've like placed it like that. Yeah, no, that tree there's not really in the way. I'm quite happy with that. So is the silo all right there? It's not a big silo. No, it's not. We could put silo extensions, I suppose. It's a production as well, but can you put silo? I've never tried to put silo extensions with the production. I ought to make one. It's true. I don't think I ever have. We ought to. Yeah. So that is where we are. We might do we go for? I've not got much room, but we could go like for some. Yeah, it'd have to be a smaller enclosure for the. Oh, that looks a bit odd there. Yeah, I think we might move that. Because I want to, but it looks odd right where it is now. Beehives, we did say. So let's stick one of those down to at least right one of the monsters. That is our... No, I think you've still got the place, the spawny bit, but I think we need a bigger one. Yeah, we do really. Yeah. Yeah, so let's stick the big one. One of the big ones. But we do need a spawny place though, so now we've removed that one. Let's grab... where do we want... I think right near the... Yeah. Don't want it too much in the way. Side of the bat? Yeah, I don't think that's too... V mode it. I keep wanting to say V mode. Because it's so much of a habit that I used to say that for so long. And then we're going to go for the 4 beehives. And it's right in the middle of the trees where it is... would be good. So that's... Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Bees don't particularly care about terrain. I think let's do... yeah, a few of these as well. That would be enough there. I would say we want the silo there. That's true. It wouldn't hurt inside there, would it? To keep those. No, that's not a bad thing. So one there as well. And then one in the middle of our lot. Which we've got like these 3. So I think probably in the middle of all 3. That way it should... Yeah, the range on our bees is a little bit bigger than the giant ones, but it isn't sillily so. Because, yeah, the rear range, I think it was Mac Truck or someone's done one not long back, and they were saying that the range is a lot better than, obviously, the game allows. Right, smashing. Not sure if that's going to be a bit... No, it's okay. Yeah. No, it's okay, actually. Yeah, not too terrible. So that is it. So nearly 500,000 litres of wood chips again. So the business is going to carry on for an awful long time with... Yes, I see you. I see you. There's a bit of wood there. So that did its job admirably and will have earned us a small fortune. So we've got a core business that is keeping us going. We're obviously going to need to grab that off, but there's no room at the... Well, we could sort of like... Let's tip this last job of the day. Let's tip this into the smaller silo. And we will grab the... a bigger one and stick that... Oh, let's not rush it. Let's keep this one for now. And then we will stick that... So let's grab that. And... That's it. Might tip some on the ground like we did the other one as well, because it's... I think it's 500,000. I think it should hold it all. It's just there's that little bit left. But another couple of months and it will churn away nicely at like what we've got already. So, yeah. We'll sort that out as well, like pushing it across. In fact, no, why are we just watching it when we could actually say... to the production silo that it could just remove the wood chips. I'm not sure if I've done everything on this. Oh no, I did. Yeah. And we want wood chips to distribute to their production. Well, you would, wouldn't you, really? Right, let me find it. Fantastic. Excellent. So, okay. Wow. Oh no, it's 250. That's right. It's a smaller one, isn't it? So, right. Okay. So we've still got 619,000. So we've got all of our stuff down, and let's just get this. No, there's no place to put it. That's what I say. Well, yeah, no, it's shot for another session. Next session, we can grab that up, stick it in back into there. I think it'll all go in there now. Now that we've got 250,000 litres in there. So yeah, I think we'll do that. And we'll get the animals in. We'll get a feed thing done. Yeah, I'm trying to make a secondary feed thing for this that is a bit like the Laylee that's tied to this and will work with this. That's what I'm hoping to do. A storage, they're almost like on the roof or something like that is what I'm trying to think of, or a storage bin down the side, or maybe in the back paddock like the silver bin. That's what I'm thinking. But it'd have to be, because normally the posts obviously go from here, so it's got to be within the posts. Otherwise you'd have to always go around it, so it'd have to be in this area. So maybe this side. Yeah, because this again is the post start. You've got to be careful not to get in the way of that. So I suppose it could really be next to the silver thing. A bit of a storage bin for the animals. It needs to be, yeah, it does. This is why I did it over here. Yeah, I need to design something and think on how I can do it. Would have to be like the other one, really. Sort of like a storage thing that would go down here with a grate there, I think. Well, I'll design it. I've got one already, but... Well, no, that's true. I have got the grungy concrete. I could do the model and then do another silo. Maybe change its shape a little, perhaps. Yeah, we shall see. I'm sure I can figure something out so that we can do it. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.